1, 2, 3.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stands for.
I push myself every single day to make videos. Every single statement, every single word matters.
It's beyond anything else.
Better be ready for the entertainer. Me, Tommy NC 2010. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another awesome episode of Tommy Talks. And I, as always, live here from Western North Carolina, I am the one and only Tommy NC 2010. And tonight, my guest is none other than global cameraman Andrew Wonder, the man that put me on the spot, the man it launched me to fame and what I am today. Yes, that my mom started me out too, but I have to say, if everybody would join me, would join me and at a chant, "You Hollywood, you Hollywood,
You Hollywood.
you Hollywood, you Hollywood,
Oh, that sounded like zombies.
Hollywood,
You Hollywood.
you Hollywood, you Hollywood, you Hollywood,
You Hollywood.
Sorry, I have to breathe. You're not
You
live.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
The nation is pumping with energy tonight, man.
Hey, Joe, did you make sure to set it live or still not live?
We are at Sega Camp.
Oh, we should be live. Yeah, we're live. We're live, baby. Oh, Joe Cronin knows how to get us live. I promise.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have a message for you folks. In that previous video that I made, and I was all stirred up, I want to let you know that it was you, the people, that kept me going. A champion is not a champion. His fans make a champion. That's what it is. And I'm going to stay here until the day I die. Until the day I don't have lungs. I don't have air in my lungs. When my heart stops.
Either way.
That's the point here, folks. I'm never going to stop. Even if I have 1,000 haters knocking on my door, I'm still going to... No one with some Leafy guy or some Duck Studio guy. Nope. Not going to affect me. Because I'm going to keep making videos. And tonight, I'm going to stick my fist up their anus. And I'm going to give them a good show. Because I'm going to say, tickle, 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 tickle. Did that tickle? Yes, it did. Because I'm manipulating you like a puppet. And I want to thank you to the amount of subscribers that are here tonight. And, like, it's honestly,
Tommy, there's over 700 live viewers right now.
And
Oh,
the
and
chat's
Tommy,
going so
And
nuts.
Tommy, very quickly, let me share something with you. This is gonna make you really, really happy, man. I have a video a live film of feed going on right now where it shows Leafy some subs going down and yours just increasing. You're up to 28,000, man. I find that amazing for anybody that tried joining the Tommy's channel. I remember back when he interviewed me and he barely had subs, and now look at him. You guys are.
He's gonna crack. He's gonna crack 30,000 before the end of the show.
Let's go for 30,000. End of the show,
Yeah, I
guys.
think that's gonna happen.
Okay. So guys, let's crack this off. Let's crack one off and introduce my guest, professional cameraman. He has worked for MTV's Made. He has worked for all sorts of people. He had the he worked with me and cracking the whip on me, driving me around, telling me to focus, get my head in the game all the time. And I can't remember how many times Andrew told me behind the scenes, Tommy, if you don't do this right, I'm going back to New York. But I owe a lot to this man because he gave me the key. he gave me the key to. He handed me a flip camera. It was like a Jedi Knight handing me a lightsaber and saying, "Son, take this web camera, and you will rule the galaxy with positivity and entertainment." He handed me my lightsaber, and I went off to the galaxy to entertain the masses. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Andrew Wonder.
Andrew.
Thanks, Tommy. Great to see you again. It's been a long time. It's good to see you on YouTube.
Thank you so much, Andrew. It's great to see you too, man. How are you been doing?
I've been good. I've been busy. I've been on the road the last couple of months shooting. I'm finally back in New York. This is actually my first weekend back since the beginning of the year. So it's good to be home for a little bit.
Now, where have you been exactly, Andrew? What project have you been filming exactly? Any House of Cards projects you've been filming? Trailer
No.
Park Boys in Canada?
No, I'm mostly directing commercials now. So I've been traveling around for that. I was in Los Angeles. I was just in New Mexico. You guys ever been to New Mexico? Anyone here? Anyone from New Mexico? It's a weird, cool.
It's
I have
you gotta
driven through it.
you gotta bring your water with you when you're in New Mexico, man. I had a blast out there once. I'm from Boston, so New Mexico was like vacation time.
Yeah, it was a strange. We were there for about 2 weeks. It was a lot of cool Albuquerque experiences. So I've been lucky. I get to travel all over. So it's things are doing very well for me.
Now, you've been directing commercials. After we split apart, there's been multiple times that we split apart, but particularly after Made, where did you go to exactly, Andrew?
Well, if you remember, I went back to New York, but then I came back to North Carolina because I was teaching at Owen. You were a very big inspiration, and I really enjoyed our work together. So, I created that high school program. I actually taught at Tommy's high school for a semester, and which was a lot of fun. And it was good. You got a good community out there, so it was good to be around you guys for so long.
Yes. Now, would there be any time you'll be returning back to our community at any time? Because I remember you said that you wanted to do some stuff out here again.
Oh yeah, I'd love to get back. I've been nearby. I filmed in Wilmington not too long ago. Actually, do you remember Trey from my class?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to school in Wilmington, so I was able to get a job there, which is cool because he got to come work on the commercial. Then I haven't been able to make it out to your area though. I was in Tennessee a little bit, but I'd like to. I mean, I hear things have really changed. I hear it's really popular down there now.
Well, yes, it is popular. My channel just, like to say, just hit gold, and I am happy to have the people that are here on my channel as my subscribers. And now, folks, you are officially Tommy heads. Now, all 25,000 of you are Tommy heads officially.
Tommy, since you've got all these new Tommy heads, why don't you? They may never have seen an impression. Why don't you treat them with some of your best impressions?
Well, let me conduct the interview first, and then we'll do impressions, okay?
Sounds good to me, man.
Okay. Now, Andrew, what kind of camera do you use when you film a project?
It depends. It's now changing every project. I own a couple of Red cameras now, so I use those a lot. I was just doing a commercial for eBay where we're using the Alexa. Canon's giving me their new camera to play with next week, so I'll be using that on a shoot. So it always depends on what's the best camera for the project.
Now, my question is the camera that you used for MTV's Made, what'd you ever do with that camera?
I still have it. It's in my closet. That one will be buried with me. That was the original Canon 5D Mark II. Actually, weirdly enough, your episode of Made was probably the second or third show ever completely shot with that camera and broadcast on TV. They didn't want to do it, but I wanted to do it, so we did it, which is kind of cool.
Tommy,
Tommy,
can I interrupt for a quick second?
Sure.
I love that camera, and I love that he brought that up because I love Canon, and I wondered if he prefers in your past experience, how you prefer Panasonic versus Canon. Do you go to all Canon, or how do you feel? Do you switch between the cameras? I remember I graduated with digital media production, but I used to love the Canon XL1 when it first came out, and the PD150. Do you remember those cameras? And did you ever? What was your preference?
The PD150 was the camera I learned how to shoot on when I was 17. When I first started working for MTV, first started working for Made, it was actually my first job when I was 17, and that was the camera they taught me on. So the PD150 in particular is very close to me. Canon, Panasonic, I have a lot of friends who are big Panasonic guys. I like the look of the Canon cameras. Just unfortunately, I keep finding the feature set hasn't been as updated as a lot of the other camera companies are. Like when you're using something like, basically none of the Canon cameras have gotten that much better than the 5D Mark III in 5 years, and Sony and everyone else is just leaps and bounds ahead. Panasonic has some new interesting cameras. I never loved Panasonic. I'm in the minority on that.
I just recently switched over to Panasonic cameras, and I'm loving them.
Which one do you get? Which one are you using? The small chip or the large chip ones?
It's the 4K one, the P970 or something like that.
Like this big or this big?
It's about this big.
Yeah. Those are great. I mean, Panasonic has some really great colors, and they jumped on 4K quick. I mean, even the GH4s and those cameras, they're all. I mean, the thing is now, it's like for me, even when we were doing Tommy's episode, it was the 5D, or it was like an EX1 or a camera like that. Now, every camera's really good. I mean, it's hard to find a really bad camera now. I mean, I did this commercial not too long ago where we had C500s and all these other cameras, and we had, we were intercutting GoPro footage, and even when we were color correcting it, you couldn't even tell. So it's kind of, it's incredible. You can shoot on anything right now. I really like the Blackmagic cameras. They kind of get a bad rap, but I think the image is really, really nice on them.
I haven't used any of their cameras, but I have used some of their capture cards and hardware devices.
Now, Andrew, since that day that you gave me my first camera, I have come pretty far with my camera. It's called the wide-angle lens point and shoot, and it's a good quality camera. I get it from hdhat.com.
That's great. I miss those flip cameras. I thought those flip cameras were the best bang for your buck camera ever made. I miss them existing, honestly.
Yeah, they kind of disappeared off the market. When your camera broke, Andrew, I freaked out and I tried to find me a flip camera, and they said, "Oh yeah, flip cameras don't exist anymore." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
They don't exist?"
No, Cisco bought Flip, and then just killed the line. No one ever knew why, but it just ended.
Thank God Andrew is a cameraman and not an editor, because I feel like Google Hangouts would make an editor's head explode.
I don't know. I kind of love it. I've only done this once or twice in the Hangouts, and it's the way that they make it work, and that it just works is crazy.
Oh, jeez.
I think that's being a little bit generous.
Hey, I did a lot of work for some of the competitors to this product all over the world, and had a very, very low success rate with them.
What about Blab? Did you do work with Blab? Have you seen Blab yet?
I haven't seen Blab yet. No, what's that?
Go check out Blab. Is it IM? I think it's blab.im. It's a terrible name, terrible website address, but go check it out. What they're doing is really pretty cool, and it's very similar to this. Tommy, have you seen Blab as well?
People have told me about Blab.
Yeah.
But I have not really functioned with that. I have been so welly tooled with Google Plus Hangouts that I've been tooling around, singing with going down the sled, skiing down the sled and just doing Google Plus Hangouts and stuff like that. So, I've just kind of engineered myself to be a Google Plus expert, except for tonight when Google Plus decided to take a dump on my head.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry that it didn't work tonight. Google failed us tonight. We have to run everything from my computer. It's very bizarre, but hey, you still got that Godzilla poster.
Yeah, when I saw the off-air thing, I just figured, we were not live, and oh yes, we are.
We're not live on Google Hangouts.
Andrew,
but-
Tommy, I don't know if I can ask. I know I've been butting in a bunch, but I want to ask Andrew, what is one of the craziest filming situations you've ever had? Like where you've been, where it's been like maybe you're hungry or it's raining or the worst conditions, something like that.
I've had a lot of them.
I'm sure.
Let's see. I spent a lot of time living in and breaking into subway tunnels and climbing bridges here in New York. I was living in man camps with oil workers in North Dakota. I got chased out of the Middle East. Had a lot of trouble in my life.
You got chased out of the Middle East, Andrew?
Yeah, it's a longer story, but yeah.
Wow. I would have been friends with
What did you
Andrew.
do? Did you get drunk and you said, God bless you, and they said, what? What did you say? What did you say?
No, nothing that racially insensitive.
That's a pretty broad area to be kicked out of, though. The entire Middle East, like 12 countries or something, a dozen countries.
Well, I was trying to sneak into one country, and they caught me in another one, then sent me back to a third.
Okay, you're
one of those. But a lot of things like that, I used to do. I do less of it now. I do a lot of the commercials now, but I had a streak for a while of really extreme documentary work, which I really like. My movie, you can see my movie, or maybe you guys have seen it, Undercity, which it's not on my YouTube channel with this. It's on my other one, but it was. I spent a couple of months in subway tunnels and climbing bridges and living with mole people in New York. It did really well on Vimeo and on YouTube.
Now, you made another movie, Andrew. It's called, shoot, I went to go watch it, and it wasn't exactly all the way edited when you made it. Whatever happened to that project?
Which one is that?
The one with Storm?
Oh, Storm's film. Yeah, we finished that. That was, you guys can, does this chat do things? They're the class I did at Tommy's school, I just put in the website into this chat. I don't know if it goes anywhere.
No, it doesn't. That's just the Google Plus. That's just the Google Plus chat right there.
Well, I did warhorsefilmmaker.com was the class I taught at Tommy's school with a lot of the students that I met when I was working with Tommy, and we made a film. It was like a class, and the kids made a feature film and some short films. It was good. I've been very lucky. I'm doing a new thing now that I'll share with you next week. I've been working on a project about gun control in high schools. And there's if you want to see something weird, on the same YouTube channel with Undercity, there's my film about, I just made an online dating documentary that was kind of weird. I think you'd like it, Tommy. It's kind of funny and strange. I think it'd be your flavor.
I started me 2 dating profiles recently.
Oh yeah, how's it going?
It's like finding one of those. You go into the bathroom and you find one of those holes, and you're just like,
what?
What is that exactly? You know what?
I don't know if that means you're doing it right or very wrong, Tommy.
Tommy, what are you talking?
Just interrupt real quick. There's an old friend that wants to make up with you and wants to come in here.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
What's that?
I have a guess.
We'll just say it starts with Vlog.
Oh yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Dude, this is the moment you've been waiting for, man.
Tommy, lots of people are going to want to be your friend again because you're going viral right now all over the internet because of this situation that you're in. I don't know
sent
if
him the link. It's up to him.
It's like wildfire,
Tommy.
It's wildfire.
Tommy, you have more subscribers than me now.
The big night.
Tommy, I think you have more subscribers than me
I
tonight.
feel jealous for you, man. I wish I had this many subs.
It took me.
Honestly,
Good
Andrew,
job.
I want to say to you,
29,000, buddy.
oh my gosh.
Tommy, you're gonna have more subs than me. It took me 3 years. Took me 3 years to get 30,000 subs, Tommy, and in one night, you're gonna acquire more. Took me 3 years.
I'll explain what happened, Andrew.
I know what happened, Tommy.
Oh,
What?
I know what happened.
he knows. He says.
Sure, Johnny, I'll be back.
I saw it on Reddit today.
You saw it on Reddit?
Yeah.
It's like the top posting on Reddit, Tommy.
Wow, I didn't know that. So I'm kind of world famous now.
Yeah, it got locked actually. Wow, I didn't know that it got locked. When
Yeah, I
did
couldn't
that
Got a
find
happen?
lot of positive support from Reddit, Tommy.
Tommy, let me tell you,
here's
my
a
neighbor,
familiar,
my
got a familiar face in here.
Hey, Mark.
Long time no see, buddy.
Hello,
Nice.
Mark. How are you doing there today, buddy? Mark Hyder is my English buddy from England, and we haven't talked in a while. How are you doing there, Mark?
you wash your bed yet?
I'm gonna. Okay. That's fine.
Are you there, Mark?
I am.
How are you doing there, buddy?
Awkward moment.
I'm fine. Fine.
I'm glad to see you're back, buddy, and thanks for coming in here.
Nice chalice, Tommy. Look at that thing. That is a golden chalice for a king.
Yes, it's I got it at a sale. Sorry, gotta get. I don't want to. I know you have to probably be other places, Andrew. That you're a busy guy. I don't want to keep you. Are you now? What's your schedule look like? I don't want to keep you here if you have to be somewhere else, dude.
I got a few more minutes. I can hang out till 10. So what do you guys? So walk me. So sorry. So I'm new. I followed some of your stuff. So what's the format of the show? So how does this whole thing work? Do you guys just hang out and everyone watches, or like, am I missing something?
Basically, what we do here is like I interview you as a guest. We talk, and then there's an open format where people read impressions from the comments, and I do impressions, and people. You know, you could ask me to do an impression, one question and one impression. I used to do it a long time ago. So since you're the guest, you get the honors of maybe asking me a question or an impression or something like that. So if you want to, I'll give you the first honor.
Did you do an impression of Garrett still?
No, I've forgotten about Garrett. Actually, I've forgotten about that. Actually, hello, I'm Garrett, and I'm in charge of MTV's Made. And look at my jeans; they're very tight. And I thought I was. Tommy thought I was an old man, but my name is Garrett Hobbendorf, and I've forgotten the impression.
Is this what he really did? He sounds like that?
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what he sounds like, and his jeans are very tight.
Have you? Can you tell I'm a man? Can you tell by my jeans that I'm a man?
He says his name a lot too. He's very self-referential in that way.
I like that.
Yeah, it happens to you when you work at MTV too long. Just like that. So Tommy, your room looks the same. How's everyone? I'll ask you more offline, but everyone's good in your family, mom, dad, everyone's cool.
Yeah, well, they miss you. A while back ago, my parents legally adopted Andrew, and technically, Andrew doesn't.
Tommy's dad, I think, made the only movie and best movie I ever starred in.
I don't think that's uploaded to my YouTube channel, but
that's a shame. But they're very sweet. Send them my love tonight, please.
Is it that silent film?
Yep.
I think Tommy. That's on your channel. I think I saw it. It's a good one.
And he comes to this small town to do a filming project. Well, everything goes completely wrong, and so he's looking around, and apparently his car explodes. But Andrew, do you have the movie on your site?
I probably have it on my Vimeo. I could probably get you a link if you don't have it anymore.
I have a DVD copy, but I don't have it on YouTube because YouTube is picky, and also people seem to love my Oddball film. You remember, like?
I love Oddball. Oddball came out great.
Yeah, dude, and I want to say something. Like, I'll say something to you honestly, Andrew. I was sitting on the school bus that day before my premiere, and I kept thinking it's gonna be like a horrible car wreck, and I just want to look away. I sat down with Chusey, and they're like, "Tommy, this is your movie," and I'm like, "What? This is my movie?" And I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah, I know you guys know Tommy now, and it's a. Oh, was everyone gone? Is Tommy gone?
No, I'm here.
Yeah, we had a flash there, but you're good.
But I'll say, I mean, it's good to see you now on YouTube, Tommy. I mean, you guys don't know this, but Tommy's come a really long way. He always worked harder than anyone I ever met. I mean, we made his film. I think that was the last time I cried was when we all watched it in your premiere, and you really you always worked really hard, and it really makes me proud. I know we don't talk every day, but it's always great to see you on Facebook and on YouTube and see that you just keep pushing forward no matter what.
And I want to say something. There was a thing that I thought about the other day that I made a personal mistake. I wanted to apologize for this, Andrew. Um, we were shooting the scene with Storm, and I said I'm hungry, and you said, "Okay, Tommy, go off and get something to eat." And I walked out of the shoot, and I was halfway to the door of where the lunchroom was, and I stopped, and I said, "No, this is my film." And I ran back, and I came back into the door, and I said, "Andrew, I'm ready to do this." He's like, "Okay, Tommy, just be quiet." And um, I want to apologize for what I did that day. I really thought about that night. I felt stupid that I did that. I let my stomach take over, and for the longest time, I felt so bad that I did something like that.
Well, the important thing is to learn the lesson from it, and it seems like you're not. Well, maybe you're still letting your stomach roll, but not right now. So I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Water under the bridge.
I actually saw Storm recently. I was working, and he pulled up into where I work, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And then there's something you don't know about Storm. He has some skeletons in his closet. He actually kind of bullied me a long time ago. Before, like, you remember?
You told me that. I know that all, Tommy. I remember.
You knew about the VHS tape too?
The what?
The VHS tape.
No, I don't know that one. Give me some good gossip.
We were sitting at this table. It was one of these test days at the school, and I put my bag underneath the table, and I had a VHS tape, Godzilla versus Megalon, and I wanted everybody to watch it because it was one of the bestest movies I thought as a kid, as a teenager. I watched this growing up. It was my childhood. I watched it all the time. Godzilla versus Megalon. It's where Godzilla jumps up on top of his tail and he totally drop kicks this other monster, Megalon. It was a badass fight scene. And I come back and all my stuff is in a circle on the table. All my clothes, all my work clothes and everything is on the table, scattered in a circle. And if you ever seen the movie Inside Out, my anger took...
Yeah, it looked very good though.
I'm just going to say my anger took over, and it went full board, and I picked up all my stuff, threw it in my bag. I didn't realize that my VHS tape wasn't in there, and I ran after him, and my principal stopped me. Luckily, he's like, "Tommy, are you all right?" Mr. Johnson, he stopped me, and he's like, "Tommy, are you all right?" And I said, "No, I want to kill somebody right now. I want to hurt somebody right now." And he's like, "Tommy, stay right here. Just calm down." And I never got to the bottom. Then somebody told me that apparently that Storm had taken a BB gun to my VHS tape and destroyed it. And I confronted him and I said, "If you're going to make this good, you would need to find a copy of that movie and give it to me." And he's like, "Tommy, I've changed my ways and I'm really sorry that I did that to you." And he's like, "If I ever can, I will get it for you." But luckily, recently I was in Goodwill in Black Mountain, and I looked down and I saw a 2 VHS Godzilla, and I said, "Please tell me this is it." And I just exploded with excitement. It was the VHS tape that had been separated from me, and I was like, "Ah!"
See, it all works out, Tommy. It's really great. I'm talking to Garrett right now. Garrett says hello, and
Well,
told him I was
like Garrett. Just let Garrett know he can watch the show on my channel, youtube.com/TommyNC2010. He can watch it from there. We're live right now. And your name is the main title, interviewing Andrew Wonder. Okay, folks, just to let you know, I've interviewed Andrew before, but I pre-recorded it before I became what I am today. I interviewed him. He came to my house, actually, and we were in another room, and I interviewed him. And the funniest thing about the interview is I'm standing next to Andrew, and you can see it's like crush level and Andrew's looking at me, and he looks me up, and he's like, Tommy, don't you want to get behind the camera? And I'm like, I guess. It's just like, you can't even see me. It's just like, all you can see is like my little torso and my crotch, and it's just like, and then Andrew's like, step behind the camera, Tommy. And so I did. I stepped behind the camera and just interviewed Andrew that way. You remember that?
I do remember. I do remember. Well, this is great, guys. Any other questions you guys have for me? It's cool to hang out with you all tonight.
Let me think here. What was your favorite moment when you were shooting my MTV episode?
Well, I don't know my favorite moment shooting. I mean, I liked watching you throw up running up the mountain. That was pretty good. But I'll say my favorite moments of that time was hanging out with you and your family. You got a really great group of people behind you. So I remember when you guys took me out for my birthday. We hung out, down below your house, and you were all. Everyone in your family is always so kind and so welcoming to me, which isn't always true everywhere I go film. So I'll always be grateful to you guys for that.
Thank you.
Can I ask Andrew a question? Have you noticed anything that's changed about? I haven't known Tommy as long as you, obviously. Has there been anything that's changed about him that you've noticed since you first met him?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, he's just doing so much more now. Like what he was doing every day, and even I see the maturity and I see how far he's gone, and more importantly, he's just like when I first met Tommy, to get him to even like pick up a pencil to draw an idea, to even he had all these ideas he would talk about, but for him to actually create something, that's part of why I gave him the flip camera. It's part of why I always wanted to push him, and his mom was always helping too. So it's just really great to see you creating every day. I'm glad, it's one of the best things of YouTube coming out is that it gives a platform to, Tommy and people like him and people like you guys.
Now, quick question here. What's your favorite editing software suite of choice?
It's interesting. I was, it's funny, when I worked for MTV when I was 17, I remember there was a point where they were deciding whether to teach me Avid or Final Cut, because I knew nothing. And they went Final Cut for me. And now Final Cut 7 is what I learned on and what I used for years, and now it doesn't really exist. So me and a lot of other people I work with are now all Adobe, like Adobe Creative Cloud. I'm hearing really, really good things about Final Cut X, and I kind of want to check it out. But at this point, so much of my professional work has migrated to Adobe. It's hard to imagine using anything else. And for some stuff we're still using Avid, and the Avid's definitely the most organized, but Adobe I think just does the most. I mean, I'll edit 6K raw footage for my Red.
Are they still
Like,
calling
no
it?
problem.
Are they still calling it Adobe like Premiere? Because I remember editing on that back in 2003 or two.
Yeah, Adobe Premiere now, but it's amazing how different it is. I mean, Adobe Premiere now is basically like Final Cut 7 was then.
Right.
It has like 90. It only has like 10% things that are super annoying, but just you can do so much more. What are you using? What do you guys use?
I have been using Lightworks for about 2 years now. It's a growing project, and I really love it. It's got a weird interface, but it's got a cool, workflow to it that's very unique and different.
That's cool. What's it called? I'm gonna look it up.
It's called Lightworks. Just Lightworks.
I don't know.
It's a new program. It's a new program that just recently came out of beta a couple years ago, and it's starting to grow and develop. And its workflow. It's so different.
Well, it's a subscription based, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like Adobe. It's subscription. You pay a monthly subscriptions for the license.
Yeah, that was confusing when I came back to Adobe too, because I'm not back on it now, but I remember thinking like, oh, they're doing this whole cloud thing. I get kind of weirded out by it. So, what I use is Cyberlink Director because it's just easy, and I still use Sony Vegas Pro sometimes, but I believe it or not, I use my old 2006 Mac with the old Final Cut Pro because I paid so much for it. Like I really sacrificed at the time in 2006 to get Final Cut Pro, and the Mac I bought the year after I bought the Mac, Apple changed everything to Intel, and I couldn't upgrade anything, so it still sits there like a relic, and I just use Final Cut Pro because I feel like I spent all this money on it when I didn't have any on a credit card in 2006, and I still use it. I don't know. So that's what I use. I know Cyberlink Director is a cheap program, though.
Yeah, we still use Final Cut 7 for some things. I was just at an edit house where they were using it. But the Adobe, I mean, for me, since the cameras are changing so much all the time, the subscription, I actually love the subscription model because every time there's a new camera or new thing, I'm just always getting it.
Right.
So for me, it's great.
Well, you don't get to drop like $3,000 on a big program and then wonder if you're going to be using it in a year.
I use Movie Maker.
You know, they update it, you know, and then you're up that $3,000 or whatever. But with the subscription, every new update is good.
Yeah, it's also for me it's great because I can bill them as I get the subscription. I can bill it every month to whatever client I'm working with that month.
Tommy, if you said you're using Movie Maker, dude, if I ever come down to your house like we've talked about before, I swear to God, I'll bring you some editing program, and we'll go through how to use it. You know what I mean? If you want to get into it.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Because that's all
Tommy,
I use right now.
I think you should get into a classic Tommy Talk segment. Some impressions, man.
All right, Andrew.
Tommy's address is in the description below. Go ahead and send him some editing software.
There you go. And I'll come
His
to
P.O. box.
It's my P.O. box. My P.O. box. That's my P.O. box. I have a thing called Mailbox. I have a segment called Mailbox Monday, which will be shooting tomorrow, and I can't wait to see the letters and just
Wait,
everything.
people send you letters and then you go through it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds great.
Someone sent Tommy a guitar. Can you believe that?
I kind of do.
He gets He gets a lot of awesome fan mail.
10,
Tell me,
9,
we're not far away from 30,000 right now, man. I'm watching the
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on.
12 now.
Man.
Oh, 10.
Oh, come on.
Nice. Can we get a You Hollywood chant?
Now.
As soon as it goes, it's about
Hollywood.
Wow.
You
Hollywood.
You
96.
Hollywood.
You
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Do it.
You
You Hollywood.
30
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
30
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You Hollywood.
Hollywood. You
30,000.
Hollywood. We're at 30,000, Tommy. We're going over 30,000 right now.
Man, I hope
Tommy,
so.
what does Elmo think of all this?
I hope
Thank
I
you,
get.
everybody, for subscribing to Tommy NC 2010. You're doing a major favor subbing to the Tommy fan base right now.
And all the love you're giving him in there. And to
Tommy.
Tommy heads who are defending Tommy over there in the chat, you know.
Tommy, I hope I get attacked by a channel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, guys.
Send us some
Well,
trolls.
this
Thank
is
you, Andrew.
really nice. Thank you for having me, Tommy. My last shoot day is tomorrow, so if you want to connect with me later in the week, give me a call and send your parents and everyone my love. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for making this possible for Tommy, and thanks for welcoming me tonight. I really appreciate it.
Good stuff, Andrew. That's
Thank
awesome,
you,
man.
Andrew.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
See you guys soon. Have a great night.
Catch you later, Andrew.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
That guy's a phenomenal guy. I'll tell you that.
Tommy, good interview, man.
Great job.
Tommy, I think it's time to do some classic Tommy Talk segments, man. You got a lot of new viewers. They got to know what the show's all about.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so you can ask impressions or questions. And
We're off air.
No, we're live. We're live.
Is this off air on my side?
Well, no, Joe Cronin's running it through his kind of like it's XSplit, kind of like OBS.
Right.
It won't work for some reason.
So, everybody in the chat, you're welcome to ask me a question or impression, one question or one impression.
The chat's pretty useless right now, Tommy. So it's sorry, it's so spammy that I don't know if we can actually pull any impressions
it's
out
going
of there.
so fast. I can't. My eyes can't concentrate.
I actually caught one, though, where someone says about you that you should do Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just thinking to myself,
get to the chopper! No! Get the cookie! Do not ask me if my brain works. I go to the muscle and you squeeze it really tight. Watch me take Hillary Clinton's head and put it in my muscle. Whoopsie, she was a real liar.
Come on, Maria. I swear to God, I didn't do it.
Elmo. How about Elmo?
This is Arnold here. Why do you do this? Why?
Okay. the seconds, man.
Creepy
It's
Elmo.
a second moment. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
now I don't know why we're dancing around it. Tommy has a lot of new viewers tonight. Let's just get right to his best impression. Tommy,
Okay.
do the Joker, please.
Well, it started off with Tommy just being a nobody on YouTube and making video to video. And then one day he broke, and then came me. I like to think I was the one responsible for making him famous and making him insane. By the way, you know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend. One night he comes home, crazier than usual. Mommy grabs the kitchen knife to defend herself. Daddy does not like that. Not one bit! So he turns to me, grabs the kitchen knife, and he says, "Why so serious?" And he sticks the blade in my mouth and he says, "Let's put a smile on that face." And why so serious?
There's another good one.
Nice.
What about a Japanese Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh my god.
Oh, that would just be weird. A Japanese Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, you know, one of Tommy's best impressions is Creepy Elmo.
Konnichiwa. Get to the chopper.
No.
Or something. I don't know.
Okay, here's one.
That is
Hello?
a good
Okay,
idea.
guys, here he is. Okay, here he is. Okay. Hello, my name is Elmo. Elmo likes to say he likes to touch you. Elmo has made love with many of the Muppets, including Big Bird, which Elmo has a rash and it burns. But don't tell anybody this, but I kind of ate Big Bird. That's what I made you.
Touch me, Elmo. I want you to touch me, Elmo.
You tickle me one more time, I'm going to snap your neck.
You,
If you...
Elmo. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Elmo, I'm gonna kill you!
Tommy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I sat on my headset and everything went to hell. Listen, Tommy, I'm going to give you a present. All the viewers a special gift tonight, because I have a family member. He's a bear, and he really is in need of some hygiene.
I've been waiting for this.
And some lessons tonight. So I'm going to give some lessons and some hygiene tips to the bear tonight live on your channel.
Okay, Tommy, are you familiar with Jack Black? Someone's asking for a Nacho Libre impression. Not kidding. I'm seeing this right now in the chat.
Well, that's the way to go, man. Nacho Libre.
Did we just lose Tommy's audio?
No, Tommy ran away to do something. I don't know. He went to... I can hear him in the background looking for something.
Where are you?
Where am
You
I?
don't
I'm
have to
right
worry
here.
About it, Tom. You don't have to worry about it, Tommy. Remember, he's running on XSplit, not.
Oh.
So you don't have to touch.
Yeah. It's okay, Tommy. I'm seeing the whole thing
Oh, yeah.
live right now. At the minute.
Tommy, look,
Like,
I just
I'm
cut
right
to my
here
camera.
watching everything.
Tommy, I just cut to my camera, man. Look at this. I cut to me. How do you like that? So,
Okay.
Cut
yeah,
right to me.
I've never used XSplit, honestly. I thought I had to work everything myself. I'm always used to doing things myself,
Yeah.
and just running everything, making sure people get on certain pages, and honestly, it's. So you switched back between me and Andrew when he would ask a question?
Oh, yeah. No. I'm alive. The Google Hangouts was working. Shush. Be quiet, bear. Shut your mouth. I'm talking to Tommy. Shut your stupid mouth. Sorry, Tommy.
I don't want to be quiet. I don't want to be quiet.
I'm sorry, Tommy. He already messed up. He messed up last week, and I took his damn eye. But Tommy, let me tell you something, man. It switches between you guys on Google Hangouts, and then it sees my video. Shut up! Shut your mouth. You smell like crap. All right, so
No, I don't smell like shit.
I just want everyone to know, don't worry about it. I know that, Tommy, you've been worried about the bear in my house smelling. You told me he was smelly when you came over for dinner that time. But don't worry, because, look, I got a toothbrush. That's right, Bear. How do you like that? I got a toothbrush. You know what this is? This keeps your mouth. This keeps your mouth from smelling, you stupid idiot. Watch this. Here, brush your teeth. That's how you brush your teeth. Stupid stuffing, idiot. Brush your crotch with it, too. There you go.
Oh my
It's like a car wash. And you know what?
Hey,
I heard your armpits smell too. Your armpits are kind of stinky, aren't they? Oh, yeah, I'm a dumb son of a bitch. Yeah, your armpits are stinky. Yeah, well, guess what? I brought along some Old Spice for your homeless bare ass. You're lucky I let you live under the porch. If you weren't living under the porch, you wouldn't be doing nothing. Let me just... Here you go. Look at that. There we go. It's real simple. Put it on. There you go. Lather it up. Look at that. That's how you do it. Put some on your crotch.
Oh, hold on a second. I have a theme song for this. It's the Bear and Joe Cronin show. Live in one house. They hate each other. And Joe Cronin slams them to the table. It's the Bear and Joe Cronin show. They live in a house together. But they hate each other's guts. But they get drunk every night. It's the Bear and Joe Cronin show. The Bear and Joe Cronin show. Enjoy the show. First season. F you, Bear! Last season.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes.
You know, I had a thought, man. Since you brought back Main Anthrit and Mark Hyder on the show, how do you feel about bringing back Milo?
Well, you know,
I think it's necessary. Don't bother, Tommy.
Yeah, let's bring back everyone now that you're... I think you should talk about that off air, to be honest.
Yeah, that's an off-air conversation.
That's an off-air conversation, but
off-air kind of.
I don't see how it's any different than mentioning bringing back Mark, but you know, I'm sure those guys would want to wish you.
Just a second. I want to say to the Boston boys, yes, they were the ones that originally made all my titles, and they were the ones that helped me along the way. Thank you so much, and I want to say thank you. And now I'm at 20,000 subscribers. How many subscribers am I at now?
You're 30,000, bro. You just beat me out.
30,000, man, and increasing.
I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. Honestly. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh my God, Tommy, you've got 1,000 viewers right now, dude.
Trust me, Tommy. This is traffic coming all the way to your channel now, man. Every time you post up a video, internet traffic's gonna be flowing right to your channel, man.
Well, if I remember correct, your subscriber goal was what 20,000 for like a couple years, right? And then Tommy called me earlier today, and he was at 10,000, and I'm like, man, you're halfway there. You might make it.
I'll tell you what, Tommy, it took me 3 years to get to 30. I'm not even at 30,000 subs. It took me 3 years of work to get to 30,000 subs. And
I don't even think I ever made it to 1,000 once ever here on YouTube. That's how bad
dude,
I
this is a juggernaut for you. I think I just want to say myself, thank you to everybody who supported Tommy today, because it's been phenomenal. Regardless of why or whatever happened. Just for people to give you positive, because I've watched Tommy for the last 2 years deal with trolls, have more dislikes on his videos than likes, because people just simply want to put him down for being positive. And the fact that all of a sudden a positivity wave came your way after this 3 years or whatever it's been, Tommy, of struggle and work, and everybody helping you out and dealing with this, it's really amazing that finally this positivity came back to you. All the positivity that you've given in the last 3 years, it's almost like overnight it's flown back to you in droves, and I'm so happy for you. And everybody on my channel supports you, of course.
Thank you, and that's really kind of everybody.
And now I'm gonna blow you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, if it sounds like I'm crying right now, folks, it's not tears of sadness, folks. That's tears of happiness. Because. Oh God, sorry for a second there. I'm just getting choked up right now because it's just like, long time ago, I just had one subscriber. That's all I had, and
that's all we ever had.
It just, oh God, oh.
Tell them, Tommy. You tell them, brother.
It's been my dream, my life dream, to be a big popular YouTuber and to provide entertainment here on YouTube, and I want to say thank you to every single subscriber.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Yo, that's copyrighted music, man.
Yeah, don't get this thing flipped.
Cut it out! Cut it out!
No, it was okay. It was okay. It was 3 seconds.
Oh God.
Tommy, I know I asked this before, but I want to make it clear: the Boston boys just wanted to congratulate on air and make it official
It's okay if I do an acapella for you very quickly, Tommy.
Um, um,
This is a beautiful theme from Animal Crossing, and this just actually defines you perfectly.
Fits the mood perfectly. Sega Camp's acapella.
You had me at Animal Crossing.
It's from the new one, Animal Crossing: A New Leaf. Well, now we
Right.
have Happy Home Designer, but
Let's hear it. Do it.
do 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 do.
Hell yeah. What the hell? I don't know what that was, but I'm pumped up.
That almost deserves a.
And then it just loops up.
Let me tell you something.
But they did a remix though for Smash Brothers, which was pretty cool.
After hearing that, I never want to play Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing's great.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go play that new Stardew Valley instead.
oh God. Oh jeez.
You having an orgasm?
No, I'm just very emotional right now, so I'm just trying to get my head back together and just
Tommy, how do you think The Godfather would react to this?
There comes the day that you branch out and be the one, the only, best in the world. And like, you would come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding day, and you ask me for murder. You don't come over for a cup of coffee or a freaking cannoli. Why don't I shove this banana up your butt? Just tell me something. Do I actually get shot and my son acts like a little baby? Oh, and then I end up dying in an orange patch. That's really unfair. Oh, I never realized I would die like that. My own grandson, a hitman. He caused me. He hit me with a cyanide pill. It killed me. I didn't realize it. My own son, a Corleone, killed me.
Tommy, how does it feel that you used to come on my channel with 29,000 subs? You used to come on my channel with your 4,000 subs and plug your channel on my channel, but now I'll be desperate to plug my channel on your channel. That's wild, huh? How about that?
Here's an impression. Here's the thing. What's best for business? That is you keep quiet. And the fact is, you work your way to the back of the rope, because I'm Vincent Tommy NC 2010.
Don't you dare.
And you work the rope. Don't you dare open your mouth, Joe Cronin, because I'm Vincent Tommy NC 2010. And you will kiss my ass.
Well, my name is Vince McMahon. I'm the real Vince McMahon, Tommy, and you can shut your damn pie hole, because if I wasn't, I could shut the damn stream down. So, Tommy, don't step out of line, or Vincent McMahon will tell you you're fired.
You got it wrong. It's you're fired.
That was actually pretty good. That was pretty good, Tommy.
He says it with flair, like the phlegm. You can do the phlegm in his throat. It's like,
man, I'll tell you what. I would love to get a hold of those My Little Ponies. I would love to get like 5 minutes alone with each one of those.
The question is, what would you do with them?
You don't want to know what I would do with them. You don't want to know, but it would involve cutting a hole in the crotch.
I knew it.
Mark's gripping his ponies, and he's like, "No, you will not touch my ponies." No, wait a minute, that's Indian. Sorry.
What the hell was that? Yeah. Is that
what Joe just did to the bears is a warning to the ponies if they don't fall in line.
Yeah, you don't even understand.
Oh, guys.
Oh my god.
I just want to talk about a trailer that I recently watched. It's called Sausage Fest, and it's directed by Seth Rogen, and I guarantee you, if you want to realize what food goes through, you should watch this trailer. It will make you laugh like no tomorrow, folks. Like, it just, honestly, it's demented at the same time. But I'm not going to tell you what happens in the trailer, but you just have to watch this trailer. It's called Sausage Fest, and you just have to watch it. It's hilarious. It's not what you think it is. It came out of Seth Rogen.
Oh
Anything that
God.
comes out of Seth Rogen is pretty much, funny or either racist.
Is Sony putting this thing out?
Yeah, anything directed by Seth Rogen is pretty much Sony, I think.
Well, there you go. So it'll be better than that Ghostbusters crap that they're releasing over there.
And here's the thing, honestly, I watched the trailer and I have no problem with that being a female cast.
Me neither.
Now, somebody told me that it's not a remake. It's continuing the storyline, but here's the thing.
No, it's a remake. It is a remake.
It is a remake?
It is a remake.
I'm like,
in the trailer, they say years ago, these scientists did this and that, but what they're just trying to get you excited as old Ghostbusters fans. But the movie actually is not going to be a continuation. It's confusing in the trailer, but it is not a continuation. And there's no problem that there's women in this movie, but the trailer is absolute trash.
Are there any?
okay, I've heard this. It's shot like an action film. The movie is shot like an action film,
Aren't they
and
all?
Ghostbusters is not an action film. It is a science fiction movie about 4 scientists that become ghost hunters. Well, technically 5. Technically 5, man. I can't believe they didn't include the big dude. It was in there. It was like, there with them also.
Dan Aykroyd?
I found that awesome.
Yo, Tommy, speaking of movie, dude, DVD Lotto. What do you think?
Just a second.
Hell yeah! Look at that chin, baby.
I just looked up Joe Cronin on my Podcast Republic app on my Android device. You do wrestling stuff. I'm subscribing to your feed.
Yeah, thanks,
Okay.
man. Wow.
And I got this one right here. What is the name of that? It has
Oh,
Dan
Dan in real life.
Dan in Real Life. This is a very funny movie. It's about a father that is taking care of 3 daughters, and he's having a hard time raising them, so he takes them to a family event, and he's basically just doing everything he can to keep the whole family together, to keep everything good. And by the way, is it very laggy? By the way, I'm looking at my screen. It looks very laggy. Is everything smooth?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm looking at mine on my laptop right now. It's all right. It's not the greatest because we're going through double video feeds, but it's okay.
It's
Okay,
it's doable.
But the movie is it gets you very sad. It's kind of like a comedy dramedy. I call them movies like that are comedies and mixtured. Like, for instance, the movie Click. It was a comedy and how he used the I actually have that here somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Now your video dropped out though, Tommy. I will say that.
My video dropped out?
Yeah, I don't see you. No, I don't see you. I don't know why. Oh, you're back. Okay, you're good now. You're back.
Okay. Now, the movie Click, all of a sudden it's like ha 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 comedy, and then all of a sudden it's like you fall off and it's a dramedy. Everything about it is dramedy, and you're just like, at the end you almost cry because you're just like, oh my gosh. And then the guy, like, the whole idea is don't mess with your life. Don't mess. If you have, everything may suck at this point, but just don't screw around with your own life, because that's what the guy did. To get ahead, to be rich, to get business, he would hit the remote and change things. If he wanted to get through dinner and he didn't want to deal with it, he clicked the remote. And if he was having problems, he clicked the remote. And so a lot of movies just you don't realize it, but they drop off as a dramedy, comedy dramedies, as I call them. And so it's I have to say, this movie, I recommend it. You should watch it. Very funny, very entertaining. Steve Carell, my gosh, the man. I would love to meet Steve Carell. Like, honestly, Steve Carell is a hilarious man, and he's true.
Steve Carell is awesome.
Yeah,
Could you
Steve
do,
Crow.
Tommy, can
Hey,
you
he's
do
from
an
my
impression
area.
of Steve Crow?
Hey Tommy, someone just contacted me and they want you to link them to congratulate you. But since you said no, but Drew says he congratulates you, Tommy.
Thank you, Drew. Well, we will talk in a Google Plus Hangout at some point or on Facebook, but I will bring you into another show at some point, and we can talk and do a show one time.
Tommy,
If you don't,
Tommy, I'm sorry, man. Continue what you're saying. I'll bring it up after you're done if you got something more.
Alright,
Got something
no,
on.
pretty much that's it. But I want to say thank you to the Boston boys for everything they did for me in the past, for all the editing.
Tommy, all these subs. This is amazing. I'm really happy for Tommy. A little jealous myself, but it's amazing.
He just broke. He broke 31,000. He just got another 1,000.
Almost
31,420.
Yeah, 31,000, Tommy. This
Tommy.
is insane.
Tommy, I have a question for you. I do want to address this. A lot of people are asking about Leafy and everything else, and honestly, in the end of this whole thing, you know, in a weird way, you know, this is because of the video he made. So do you think that, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be asked to go on Drama Alert. If you're not familiar with Drama Alert, it's that guy Keemstar. He's got over 1 million subs. He looks for YouTube drama and he has people come on his show. You're going to be asked to do that. I think you already have actually been asked to do that by him. And Leafy has 1.5 million subs too. And in the end, you know, whatever their reasoning was, is this going to be a thing where you're able to forgive them right away and kind of look at the positive of how this turned out in the end? Or how are you feeling right now about the videos that were made about you and the situation and the result of what's happened now directly because of Leafy's video?
Honestly, I feel like that I wish I could have an apology from both of them. And
let me interrupt real quick. From what I understand, by the way, Keemstar or Drama Alert never did a video about you. They never did anything. What happened was, by the way, Drama Alert asked me to be on his show to talk with Leafy because I made a video attacking them right away. And they asked me to be on the show, and here's the thing. He started tweeting. That's why his fans started tweeting stuff to you, because he mentioned me and the situation. But really, I found out Drama Alert never mentioned you whatsoever. It was really just Leafy's channel. But same question still posed. I'm sorry to interrupt. What do you think?
Well, at some point, I will think about coming on the show, and you know, if it's nothing. I just knew that they were included, and so I felt like that the attack was, you know, included from them. But you know, at the same time, I would like an apology from Leafy. But I honestly, looking at the kind of person he is, I don't know if he would have, because I've dealt with trolls in the past, and they don't like coming into Google Plus Hangouts and apologizing at all. They just are merciless, and I saw Leafy as a troll when I watched that video, and I just saw him as a person that's very sarcastic and does not give a damn about what anybody says.
I was pissed off about that too, Tommy. When I saw that video, I just started I watched probably about a minute of it, and then I just turned it off because I just got really pissed at it.
Well, that is pretty lame that he won't even. You know, I doubt that he is going to explain.
But yeah, you should tell. You do come on Drama Alert though. Just tell Leafy though. He does deserve an apology from you. It says that, and tell him, and you better tell him that he better say that he's sorry for what he's done to your channel.
He really should, if he's gonna you know, talk crap and stuff. He should be willing to talk to Tommy's face, if that's, you know.
Yeah, like it should be going right down to that too. After seeing that video, I was thinking the exact same thing. He should be apologizing for what he did in that video alone.
So I want to say thank you to all the people that have supported me. If it wasn't for you, I probably would have given up. I probably would have walked away from YouTube, honestly, just to let you guys know. And if it wasn't for you guys supporting me and blowing up Reddit for me, I just want to say I would have given up.
Hell
Honestly,
yeah,
I would
man.
have said to you last night, Tommy. You had.
I want to shout out somebody. I want to shout out Jackie, Darren Jackie on Twitter just told me I'm literally trying to steal viewers from an autistic boy's best day. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, girl, but I'll put a foot down your ass. Just want to shout out to her.
Hey,
That
Sega Camp, I've heard you can do a pretty good Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Who is this Gilbert Gottfried you're talking about? Who is this Gilbert Gottfried? Seriously! You fool!
Can you follow us around and just do that all day?
A compilation on YouTube where they were trying to agree with him, and then he said, "You fool!" I think like one moment during that episode, but they also burst out saying, but Penn and Teller burst out saying, "You fool!" That's why everyone just burst out laughing at this. The audience, it was funny because he was on Hollywood Squares before.
So I want to say, folks, I want to thank you for watching the show. You can tune in every Sundays at 9:30 p.m. or Saturdays at 9:30 p.m. If there's a WWE pay-per-view going on, you know that
Tommy,
I'm
roll
going
with
to.
this, man. You have 1,300 live viewers right now.
Okay.
Your camera's
Did
down
you
again, Tommy, by
mention-
the way.
I forgot, Tommy. Did you mention your Patreon? You still have that, right?
Yes, and also, folks, if you want to help support my channel, and go to patreon.com/TommyNC2010, and you can donate there, and there's all sorts of gifts and rewards that you can receive if you donate a certain... Joe Cronin is actually a patron also,
Hey,
and
Tommy, you now have 15 patrons making $106 now, buddy. Congratulations.
How much?
$106. Congratulations.
6 patrons, or did you say?
No, 15 patrons, $106.
Wow. $106. Now, which I don't know what you get different for being now. I make a vlog, a day vlog. I do a number of vlogs and day vlogs, so that's what you guys get. The videos early. So
Tommy, you should. One of the rewards is a needle felt figure. You should preview one of your needle felt figures to show people what they're like.
Oh, frig! Actually,
Deadpool.
I just put that at Schifferobe. I just took that down to Schifferobe.
Oh crap!
Yes,
Well,
I
You've
I
got a
didn't
few
expect
videos
this.
though, right?
Yes, needle felting with Tommy NC 2010 is what the video is called.
That's awesome, man.
It's just me needle felting, stabbing this little poor defenseless little white ball of needle felt and creating it into something. And just a second. Shout out to Vlogging Life.
Nice.
Every time, that's the thing about that, folks. Since you're new here, Vlogging Life is a good friend of mine. Go check him out. Go subscribe to his channel. Give him a like. Give him a positive comment. And also check out my friend Juggalo Vlogs. He's a good friend of mine. And check out my friend Anthra's channel. Check out my friend Mark Hyder. If you are a brony and you love My Little Pony, go check him out. Because he loves My Little Pony. And also check out the Sega Camp Gamer. So give him a good sub there. Give him a good sub. And check out the Bait and Sketch Show also. They do that on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock.
And
8:30.
Tommy joins us quite often, so you.
So if you guys sub to me, give them a sub. Give them a good sub. Give them a thumbs up, because let me tell you something. You're getting a little bit of Canadian bacon in your mouth with the Bait and Sketch.
Oh boy.
Tommy, what do you think it is that attracts so many Canadians to your show?
I don't know.
It's
got
that
a
nice
lot of
American
stuff
weather you got down there, eh? Yo, Brett the Hitman Hart loves Tommy NC 2010.
I want to give a shout out to Devious Dave Rose. Now,
Wow.
I think he still has a YouTube channel, but he's not currently active with his channel. But he is a good buddy of me and Joe's. I want to give a shout out to Dead on Dave. I want to give out a shout out to Tommy C. He does hockey and also I think wrestling shows now. They're both good buddies of mine. And also check out the Joe Cronin show. Give him a sub, and remember to stick the thumb up his ass, because that's the thing. That's the bottom line. And he's a positive guy. He's not as positive as me. He's what you say. It's like when you rub the fur and you rub it the wrong way. But
You make a
honestly,
mistake, you're going
Joe
down.
is what?
I said you make a mistake, you're going down on my channel.
Oh, jeez. But folks, give him a sub, and also who else do I need to give a shout out to that would need a shout out?
Hey, if you want to shout out my co-host.
Forget it.
Oh, by the way, yes, and Mr. Rasmus, check out Mr. Rasmus' channel. He pokes fun at me sometimes on his channel. You could check out some of his videos, and he does vlogs also. And yes,
I do everything, and I'll be going live after the show on my channel, Rasmus Rants.
Yes, Rasmus Rants.
We're gonna have an after Tommy show. Happens all the time.
After show. Thanks.
Yes, and let me think here. Shout out to okay, who else? Shout out to Chris Perillo, actually. And also shout out to Cool Duder, Wet Movie One, Danny, the Fluffy Gamer. Who else? Also MJ Kelly.
My mom. What about my mom?
You're funny.
Please.
Oh, jeez, the milkman, the paperboy.
I do.
Even on
Hey,
TV.
Tommy NC. I do want to give a shout out to Tommy C. Again, you mentioned him from Shot from the Point, but he also sent me a video that was very interesting and helped me with some stuff on the Twitter page. He caught some stuff that was important, so I do just want to mention him again. So thank you, Tommy. I saw that. Anyway, continue, man. Who else did you not get to on this show tonight? Is there somebody here we didn't plug or?
I want to give a plug to all my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I can't wait to see other people come on the patron program. And
Tommy, what about Gabe?
What?
Gabriel.
Gabriel? Oh yeah, shout out to Gabriel, and he's a awesome guy. Give him a sub. What was the name of his YouTube channel? Gabriel Journeys, or what was it called?
Jose Journeys, but no, Gabriel. He's a Wet Movie One guy.
Oh yes, shout out to Gabriel. Recently, Cool Duder lost a lot of weight, including Brendan, and I want to congratulate them for the amazing weight loss. It's like Cool Duder and Brendan went forward on losing weight, and I went backwards. Ah! Yes, I am a little bit heavy set, a little bit, as people say in my comments sometimes, and people hear me breathing. Sorry, I can't do that if I'm out of shape. Sorry if I'm out of shape. But shout out to them, those guys, and as always, I just want to say thank you, folks, for coming on. Thank you for watching the show. As always, I'm Tommy NC 2010. I'm giving you a little dose of me every single night and day. And I am the world heavyweight, MTV's made, Comedy Central's champion of the world. And as always, I'm keeping you on the inside fact.
You Hollywood.
You Hollywood. You Hollywood.
Tommy, I want to give you a good send-off here. Me and the Bear want to say Happy New Year to Tommy NC 2010. You got to over 30,000 subscribers, all the positivity in the world. And now I'm going to make out with this bear, Tommy. Tommy, this is for you. Goodbye, Tommy.
Good night, folks. Keeping you on the inside fact. Are we off air?